question was, what do I think of the debate about deterrence, nuclear deterrence, Trident, renewal of the nuclear weapons system, etc. I am a multilateral disarmer. I believe in multilateral disarmament. I believe in both aspects of that phrase, both the disarmament aspect and the multilateral aspect. I don't believe in unilateral disarmament. Why do I say that? I believe in disarmament in part, and this may surprise you, there's a legal reason why I believe in disarmament. Every single country that has signed something called the Non-Proliferation Treaty, which was created in the 1960s to stop the spread of nuclear weapons, every country that signed that is a nuclear weapons state. The 5 permanent members of the Security Council being the most obvious. We all commit ourselves by signing that Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty to seek a world without nuclear weapons. There are 3 aspects of the treaty. One is for the nuclear powers to disarm. The second is for civilian nuclear power to be available on a safe basis. And the third is to prevent new powers, new military powers, gaining nuclear weapons because of their unique awfulness. Now, the disarmament aspect in our own country has been taken to the stage where the minimum deterrence that we now have is about 137 warheads. We're one of the few countries which publishes the number of warheads that we've got. And I think it's right that we continue to play our part in multilateral disarmament talks. And why do I emphasize the multilateral aspect? Because I think the modern world depends on countries working together. And the truth is, we're not going to make any impact on global disarmament just by renouncing it ourselves. What we can do is play our part in a multilateral process that's kicked off in the last 2 or 3 years. One of the reasons I support the re-election of President Obama is that he broke a decade of deadlock on multilateral nuclear disarmament. When with the Russians he agreed the START II treaty that was signed in the US, I think 2 years ago, which meant that for the first time, instead of the Russians having 15,000 warheads and the Americans 10,000, both were going down to 1,500 warheads. So I think it's right to believe in multilateral disarmament, and I also think that it is feasible and realistic to talk about it. Maybe if I'd been here 5 years ago, someone would have said, well, hang on, there is no multilateral disarmament. So how can you say that you want Britain to be part of it? I want Britain to be part of a multilateral disarmament process.